For years, console gamers have faced a strict compromise. You can activate complex ray-traced lighting, or you can maintain a fluid, responsive frame rate. This matrix outlines the baseline constraints. Enabling hardware ray tracing physically limits output, locking performance to 30 frames per second. The initial Pro firmware expanded to 60 frames, but caused image noise. The new system beta corrects this, sustaining full dynamic ray tracing and native 4K output at 120 frames per second. This update serves as a complete structural reorganization of how the console's hybrid silicon handles intensive workloads. Instead of relying heavily on raw processing power to calculate millions of additional pixels, the architecture offloads rendering tasks to dedicated machine learning hardware. By enabling PlayStation's Spectral Super Resolution 2.0, or PSSR 2.0, as the default operating baseline, Sony reclaims the processing overhead previously consumed by complex spatial upscaling. The historical compromise between frame rate and lighting accuracy is now obsolete. High-fidelity ray tracing operates as an everyday console standard. The launch iteration of PSSR relied on an early neural model that struggled with rapid camera movement, leaving ghosting artifacts and specular shimmering across the screen during fast motion. This table tracks the architectural timeline of PSSR. Version 2.0 retrained its deep neural network on extensive datasets, resulting in zero ghosting. Furthermore, developers no longer need to author manual patches. PSSR 2.0 operates as a system-wide default across all compatible Pro-enhanced titles. The network processes advanced neural anti-aliasing passes, smoothing out jagged edges in 4K, without forcing the primary graphics cores to render at a higher internal resolution. This sub-pixel temporal reconstruction extends to peripheral details, preserving the sharpness of typography, heads-up displays, and complex wire meshes without internal render penalties. Hardware limits are no longer dictated strictly by teraflops. They are governed by the efficiency of intelligent neural models interpreting sub-pixel telemetry. If an AI upscaler improves image quality, how does it simultaneously improve ray tracing performance? In a standard rendering pipeline, temporal upscaling and ray tracing both pull from the primary shader array, competing for the exact same silicon bandwidth. The PS5 Pro removes this conflict by executing PSSR on an isolated on-chip neural processing unit, physically separating the complex machine learning workloads from the primary graphics compute. With the primary shaders liberated, ray tracing intersection throughput scales up to 3 times faster than base hardware capabilities. Reviewing the hardware specifications chart, the unified memory bandwidth of 576 gigabytes per second feeds the NPU's telemetry demands, preventing any data bottlenecks for the 60 RDNA compute units. This layout enables the console to render internal geometry at 1440p or 1800p, while the NPU manages the mathematical heavy lifting to construct a crystal-clear native 4K appearance. By offloading taxing pixel calculations to specialized AI silicon, the NPU acts as a hardware force multiplier, pushing the console past traditional thermal constraints. This matrix evaluates PSSR against premier PC upscaling solutions. Look at AMD's FSR 3.1. It relies on hybrid spatial and temporal heuristics, which often leave minor high-frequency noise in the final image. Because FSR is open source and designed to run across varied hardware, it lacks the deep, localized silicon integration necessary for flawless motion stability. The benchmark for clean temporal reconstruction is NVIDIA's DLSS 3.7. DLSS runs a deep learning autoencoder directly on dedicated tensor cores, the exact methodology behind Sony's NPU. By tying its neural model to custom hardware, PSSR 2.0 mirrors this standard, achieving exceptional edge sharpness with zero shimmering. It is the first neural upscaler deployed within a dedicated console environment to achieve this strictly native visual fidelity. Shifting to a hardware-dependent machine learning model effectively closes the visual disparity between closed-system consoles and premium enthusiast PCs. Generating a perfect 120 frames per second only solves half the rendering equation. Those frames hold no competitive value if physical controller inputs lag behind the display. On the Matrix, standard wireless Bluetooth is highly vulnerable to radio frequency congestion, pushing input registration latency to 6.2 milliseconds. The firmware addresses this through a dedicated esports mode, pulling latency below 1.8 milliseconds by completely disabling the console's internal Bluetooth radio transmitter. To maintain absolute signal integrity, the system temporarily suspends background operations, including rest mode and HDMI CEC handshakes. This configuration forces the DualSense controller to route all execution commands exclusively over a high-polling, shielded USB Type-C connection. The result is a completely isolated pipeline, syncing the physical execution of a thumbstick directly to the NPU's reconstructed frame on a high refresh rate display. Looking at the strategic risk matrix, this isolated input environment establishes a standardized hardware baseline, positioning the PS5 Pro as the official competitive platform for the 2026 Esports World Cup tournaments. With a universal upscaling standard integrated directly at the system level, third-party developers now have a reliable, high-performance framework to author dedicated software patches. This comprehensive firmware overhaul pushes the console to the absolute architectural zenith of the 9th generation. Dedicated neural silicon proves that fluid, ray-traced rendering is no longer constrained by raw compute limits. Machine learning has established the engineering blueprint for all interactive hardware to come.